Okay, so here we have the 2015 Pilot. Just came out. This one we just got in yesterday, but I want to go over some of the fun stuff with you. A lot of the good stuff to the Pilot actually comes on the inside, besides just the ride. As you can see, the key fob here, lock, unlock, press twice to hold down for the hatch to open. The hatch also has a button right here. If you look up at it, that you press, it comes down automatically. You hit the button and the back will open up. And now looking from the back, you can see the layout of the Pilot. I try to make this so that it would be a little bit easier to see everything done. So everything's folded down right now. The third row is folded down, the second row is folded down as well. This one here, you can see the amount of space if you ever really needed to utilize it. Most people tend to just leave the third row down and leave the second row up for car seats and kids and stuff like that. But as I close this down, I jump back and hit this again. The tailgate's going to open, and we'll be able to actually get involved. Down here, if you can see, this will pop off. That's actually going to be a tow hitch underneath of there. All the way into the back, right here, you'll be able to see it's got a little push handle, pop up, and you have some extra storage. All right, you can store stuff all down through here. This is going to be where your jack is. You can close that back over. That's good if you're going to valet anything or something like that. And then also right here, you have a little hatch that'll open up for extra storage. That's a good place to keep jumper cables or a compressor or something like that. Back here, two little, if you can see these are going to be little tie downs that you can use if you need to tie anything down. You also have another one right off to the side over here that you can use as a hook, as well as your power outlet. So you can plug in, like I said, an air compressor, anything that you might need. These are the floor mats. We don't put them in to begin with, but seats are down, so right now I'm going to go ahead and lift them up. Just grab hold of that handle, pull the seat back, then you can raise or lower up your headrest if you'd like. Do the same thing over here. Just reach hold, pull it back up. Okay, if you want to raise your headrest up again, you can do that. Headrest, you can do that, and then you'll notice that you do have the latch system in place. We got a tether here, spot. Those are the latches. You can end up hooking in the car seats, going from there, so that way there you stay safe and sound. Now when you move up, one of the nice things about the car is how you get in and out. So getting in and out works two ways. I'm going to put both seats up here. Look, I'm about to go around and push that front seat forward. Here I just lift the seat up and she slides back in place. Each door, all the way over there and all the way over here, has two cup holders. Also in the back, if you can see where the person would be sitting, you have two cup holders as well. One over there, one over here. Both of these little side things end up opening up. So if the kids have a Game Boy or anything like that they want to stash, in it goes. Same thing with on that side over there. So nice and easy. You can see the whole third row. We have a center fold down armrest, also with cup holders, also with a little holder for a phone or a gizmo or a gadget. And then for the kids in the back, you have a power outlet right here, as well as air conditioning controls. You can lock them from the front if you would like. However, they're wide open, so if the kids want to use them, they can use them and stay as warm or cool as they like, as long as it's okay for you. Each seat is designated. If you can see the little markers, for the extra portions of the latch system, 3 car seats fit across the back right there without a problem. As we move along, you're going to find there's 2 ways of folding the seats down. The way that I had done it to keep it so that it goes flat is just to raise the top handle and down it goes. The downside with that is it's hard to get into the back row. So what we end up having to do is Honda's put this little slide button right here that when you lift it and pull, the seat will slide forward, making it a little bit more room for the person to get into the back of the vehicle. Okay, so it's kids, adults, whatever. Goes in nice and simple, and then it slides right back in place. That happens on both sides, so that's nice. Either side you can use as an entry. I want to go over more of the content of the vehicle, show you guys some stuff that actually happens. Trunk release right there, that'll pop the rear hatch. Power windows, locks, window locks. This is going to be your mirrors, slide left, right, normal, everybody's used to that. Parking button, your parking brake, I'm sorry, to pull up once your brake's down. Fuel release will be located right down there. Power seats, as you can see, is all located right there. Now as you jump into the car, you're going to notice a couple things here. First of all, let me start it. One of the nice things to the Pilot is that it's very easy. It's very easily laid out. You don't have a ton of buttons, a ton of things that would really cause a lot of issues. On the steering wheel column itself, you're going to have the mode button, which switches between, if you can see here, it's going to switch between all your different stations, FM1, FM2, volume controls from the steering wheel, channel control, switch between your presets, cruise control, cancel, resume, accelerate, standards with Honda. Over here, if you can see, you have the phone buttons. Now, I don't have my phone paired up, but I want to show you how easy it is. I'm going to hit the phone button. It's going to tell me that there's nothing paired up yet. Okay? Saying no phone is paired to the system. Would you like to add a phone now? I just hit yes. Make sure your Bluetooth is on. I got my phone right here. I want to check and make sure it's on. Settings, Bluetooth, it's on. And I hit continue.
The pairing process requires operation of a Bluetooth phone. For proper system function, a compatible Bluetooth phone is required. Please visit the hands-free system website listed in the owner's manual for a list of approved phones and other system information.
Okay, so now it's going to be searching to pair up with my phone.
List, select the desired phone.
Oh, I did not have it to discoverable. Hold on.
The hands-free system is waiting to pair with a Bluetooth phone. Use your phone
okay, here we go.
for Bluetooth devices.
Now, if you notice, it popped right up and it said hands-free link.
Requested by your phone, enter the pin.
So I'm going to select on that.
0, 0, 0.
0, 0, 0, 0. Pair. And now my phone is paired with it. I'm going to come back to this in a minute.
Is complete. The phone has been added.
Okay. So now the phone is connected. Now through the phone you can do a series of different things. You can go to your playlist and play your phone. You know, I'll play a little Jimmy Buffett soundtrack real quick. Now what I'll do is I'll switch through my source to make sure that I'm on the Bluetooth. And now you hear a little Jimmy Buffett. Nice and simple. The key is to make sure that you just set the phone up nice and simple, then you have the Bluetooth setting in the mode button. So FM2, AM, XM1, XM2, boom, back over to your Bluetooth. I'm going to come back to the phone because there's a lot of really great things that you can do with this, but I'll go over some more. AM, FM, XM satellite radio, CD, CDL, USB auxiliary, and a clock. That's the same type of stuff that you get when you cycle through with the mode button on the steering wheel. You get your 6 presets, your skip, scan, category, whether you have a USB plugged in or if you have your CD plugged in. And then over here, you're going to find that you have your controls. This little button right here, if you can see it, that's the brightness and the night display to be able to help adjust whether or not the screen is too visible, you know, or you need it a little bit darker tinted and things like that. The phone button brings up my phone menu, and I can go through speed dials, call history, phone book, style, redial. I can add speed dials to my phone, so I can just call 1, call 2. Otherwise, you can go in, as you can see, and I go to my phone book. I already have my phone book all paired up. As you can see the things here, I have all the phones already paired up, so it's nice and simple. I can hit return. My entire phone book is in there to call, and just go ahead and dial away. The display button off to the side over here will help switch between what you want. You can go with the audio display, the trip computer, the wallpaper. A minimum display is basically just going to have the clock on there in case you don't want to be cluttered up with a whole bunch of stuff. The wallpaper option, you're able to upload a photo through the USB, your family, something that you'd like, and that would display on here when you start the vehicle, and you could also have it while you're always driving. It's almost like the display on your PC or Mac. Trip computer goes through and tells you what your trip is. Audio display, obviously, is the one that most people tend to keep it on. I'm going to put my phone back up here for right now because, like I said, I'm going to get to doing some more of that. Shifter column, Located right in an easy spot. It's not up on the control next to the steering column anymore. Makes it a lot easier. As you can see, your dash is well laid out. Easy access to your speedometer, your fuel gauge. They try to do that on purpose, and of course, just like you'd expect, the steering wheel is telescoping. It's also up, down, normal features there. Being able to access your radio, your phone, can also be coming from right here. This top button that looks like a phone is what dials you. Bottom button hangs up. The button where it looks like it actually has a person speaking is what you use to communicate with the car. And then you have the back button, which is right there to also go back. So incoming call comes in, you can easily answer it. You can place an outgoing call. That's also easy. Depends on what you want to do. You know, if you're stopped and you end up making this stop here, you can go right in, and I'll call our store right now, 1-912-790-5444. Not dial my extension, no one will answer. And then as you hear, it automatically cuts the music off and goes right to your phone.
Automotive family of dealerships. For quality of service, this call may be recorded.
So now you can hear, and we are dialing into the store. Pretty simple. Let's see if anybody answers. It's pretty early.
Good morning, thank you for calling on the service. This is Kim. Are you calling to make a service or express appointment?
Kim, I'm not. This is Phil. I was just testing the phone line out. I appreciate it. Thanks.
No problem.
Bye. Okay, so you can see it's nice and simple. It goes through super easy. Let me turn the radio down a little bit again. Now, for in here, you got a couple things going on. Open that up, and that's going to be your battery adapter that you can plug in, charge your phone, or do whatever. They put this up front here because so many people have so many different devices that they use. Also, in your center console right here, you have another outlet, and you have another auxiliary, which is right up top here. And you can pull out, and this is going to be your USB adapter. A lot of people will just plug their USB adapter in, run it right through this little cord right here, and that way there they always have their phone to be able to plug in and charge. When you have this, slide that open. You have cup holders, extra storage right there. So everything is nice and easy. A lot of times just close that over. It's an easy place to lay everything that you'd like. And then over here we're going to have your glove box. Nice, simple, easy glove box. And then you have your three little trays up top with anti-slide. That way there it's nice and simple when it goes. Up top you have your regular daytime, nighttime mirror. It is auto dimming. You have your home link, 1, 2, and 3 for your 3 doors. You have your mirror. You also have your sunglass holder. Let it go all the way down and then just lift it up a notch. And you have your mommy and daddy mirror. Hopefully you can see it, but it gives you a great view of the back, and it lets you be able to see everything so if the kids are in there. Most people put a mirror attached to the back of the headrests in that second row, because then you can look at the mirror, look at the other mirror, and be able to see right down into the baby's face if it's a rear-facing car seat. So a nice little feature there. It's something nice that does go a long way. That's pretty simple. Airbags, obviously 1 and 2, both column airbags, 1 and 2. Side impact airbags, airbags into the back. Super safe vehicle, nothing really to worry about. This center screen right here is going to turn into a backup camera the minute I go into reverse. You can see it, works pretty good. It's got the yellow lights on it. I can drive right back. I'm coming backwards up against a car back there. Looks like it's a ridge line. And boom, you can see the amount that you have. All right. Play it safe, not play it safe. That's up to you guys. But it's nice, it's simple. And then obviously the car drives great. It's a very quiet sounding car. As I take off here, it's super quiet. I'm going to go down and hit a couple bumps on this other road. That is, gosh, I'll tell you, it's a pretty bumpy road. A lot of people wouldn't drive on it, primarily because of that. But it is nice because you'll be able to really hear the car. Pilots are a very smooth ride. I'm hitting bumps everywhere. Oh. Forgot to buckle up. That was a bad sign. But now, as you can see, the road, you may not be able to see it that good, but this road is a pretty darn bumpy road. And I'm accelerating at a pretty good clip right now. I'm up to 45 miles an hour. And you're not getting a lot of the wind variance. You're not getting a lot of the road noise or the bumps. I'm not jumping all over the place. It's a very nice, stable, heavy feeling ride. I'm going to come up here and turn around. And when I do, I want to show off something that I like a lot. I'm going to come up here on the side of this railroad track and get ready to hang a U-turn here. But one of the things that I talked about earlier was your phone. Now, with the phone, I'm going to jump back over, and since I'm paired up with the Bluetooth now, I'm going to jump over and pull in Google Maps. It's a free app. It pulls up exactly where you are, and you can probably see from there. Now, I'm going to come into the top, and I'm going to type in, I want to go to Grainger, Honda. There it is right there. Now, it's automatically going to pull it up. It's going to show our store. It's showing me 2 minutes away, so I can just hit the car, and I can hit the start navigation button. Now what I do is, I put this sideways, and I stick it right up there like that. Now if you can see it, now it's basically that I have a free GPS. I don't have to worry about anything. The best thing is now too, now that I am tied into the Bluetooth, this will give me directions on where to go. So I'm actually going to go the long way so that it reroutes me and you can hear. As you can hear, it said in 600 feet. Here we go. I'm actually going to cut off the radio while I'm driving because we don't need the radio ripping.
In a half mile, turn left onto Chatham Parkway.
As you can hear, it's saying in a half mile, turn left on the Chatham Parkway. The nice thing with Google Maps is it gives you turn-by-turn navigation the whole time you're going. So you can still keep driving, and you get your turn-by-turns. If a phone call comes in, Google Maps will still lower the phone volume and tell you when you need to turn, when you don't need to turn. But it's just an extra little thing that you can get away with without having to spend a ton of money. This is the EXL model, so this is going to be the #1 most purchased model. You get a good bang for the buck. You can get a great deal on the vehicle. It gives you the leather, so it's easy for the kids and for cleanups. It gives you the sunroof, which we didn't even look at.
Turn left onto Chatham Parkway.
Okay, phone's telling me to turn left onto Chatham Parkway, but it's got the moonroof that I can just do that. One touch open moonroof, you see it going up. And then I can close it with one touch, then you also have the tilt. Your top button right here is what you can change for being your door open. You know, when you open the door, the light to come on, whether you want it to come on when the door opens, when the door's closed, you know, you want it to turn off. If you want it on all the time, that's your override, or if you want it off all the time. And then we didn't touch on it too much. It does have automatic climate control that you can see right through here. I'm going to turn this up. You're going to hear how fast. Honda uses phenomenal air conditioners in their vehicles. You'll hear how fast this rips out now. Down here where we are in Georgia, it gets incredibly hot. So being able to get into a vehicle quickly and be able to get it cooled down fast is a major plus where we are. I'm sure it is probably where you are too, but it is nice to have that. You're not going to be lagging behind.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
So, nice and easy. It's telling me a quarter mile. My destination will be back on the left. You can see the screen on there. The screen's easy to see. It's easy to read. I can look at it. I know where I'm going. A lot of times what I'll end up doing is having my USB cord plugged into the back over here under the console, and I'll run it right up to that. This way here it stays live. It stays active the whole time. I don't have to worry about the screen shutting down. And on top of that, it constantly remains charged.
Make a U-turn.
It's telling me in 400 feet to make a U-turn, but I'm actually here. So I'm going to pick this up, and I'm going to mark it off.
Your destination is on the left.
And that's it. I have arrived. So this has pretty much been the Honda Pilot, as you can see. Now I'll just take it to the back here, and I'll park it back where I'm supposed to be going. See my backup camera there? I can just guide it right on in. I know if anybody's coming in behind me, if there's anything behind me, if I'm going to hit a bench or anything like that. And otherwise, we are good to go. I appreciate you all watching, and hopefully you found it informative. Thanks.